Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Today we're talking about the Faction Prodigy 2. Maybe the best known ski for Faction these days. I would say if I'm looking around in lift lines across the country, across the world, among Faction skis, I probably see more Prodigy 2s than anything else. And I would say there's a good reason why. It's highly versatile. It's very, very enjoyable to ski in a wide range of conditions and terrain. And it kind of just captures that Faction attitude, that kind of modern, new school, kind of free ski, park inspired attitude, and does it really, really well. So pretty similar to the other Prodigy skis. One thing that I think is interesting is compared to the 1, for the 2, they dropped the ash in the core and just used poplar. Poplar's a little bit lighter, and I think that makes a lot of sense because as we're going up in width from the 1 to the 2, we're going from 88 to 98. Having a slightly lighter core, maybe a slightly softer flex pattern, combined with the extra width is just boosting this ski's soft snow performance. So pretty simple, just poplar wood core in here. For 2025, we get a new stomp pad application, so there's a layer of carbon and rubber underfoot, kind of just vibration or dampens vibrations underfoot, gives you a smoother feel when landing. And then, yeah, I do think Prodigy 2 is a little softer than the Prodigy 1. If you flex them back to back, this just has a slightly rounder flex pattern. And taking a look at the weight here, this is a, let's see, I think we have a 177 centimeter length here. Yep, so 1,920 grams in this ski, which is a little bit heavier than the Prodigy 1 at 88 underfoot and the 178. But considering the extra width here, it's actually kind of like it's lighter per surface area, I think is a good way to think about it. And then taking a look at its shape, obviously we have a twin tip shape here, but Prodigy skis are directional twin tips, which is important. So a little bit more tip rocker up here compared to the length of tail rocker. Obviously still enough rise back here to land switch, ski switch, do all that stuff that twin tip skis can do. And then quite a bit of camber underfoot. Slightly longer profile or rocker profile in the Prodigy 2 compared to the 1, again kind of boosting its soft snow performance. And we have an 18-meter turn radius in this ski, which I think is a nice place to be for a 98 underfoot twin tip that's intended to do a lot of different stuff. It's going to be relatively responsive on a groomer, but not like too turny or too catchy when you take it off trail and take it into some soft snow. So super, super fun to ski. A range of mount points on here too, which is kind of indicative of all the different things it can be. So if you want a park-focused all-mountain ski in this width range, mount up here on the new school line. You're going to be pretty darn balanced and really excel in the park while still allowing you to ski the rest of the mountain. If you kind of like, if you're the other side of that spectrum, if you're more of an all-mountain skier that kind of dabbles in the park, I wouldn't be afraid of going all the way back here to the classic line, because that's going to make this thing super fun in the trees. I know a ton of people that love skiing the Prodigy 2 in the trees. Works really well here in Vermont, where you need a decent amount of quickness, but also a trustworthy and fairly stable ski for when you encounter some refrozen snow or some icy situations. So super fun in the trees. Again, if you want to kind of maximize that, don't go all the way to new school. And I like skis where you can kind of customize the mount point a little bit and truly make it work best for what you want to do. So that's the Prodigy 2 from Faction. Definitely not the strongest ski in the world, definitely not the best carving ski in the world, and not the best park ski in the world either, but the sum of all of its ingredients is pretty impressive and truly is a very, very well-rounded ski. Could easily work as a one ski quiver. I don't love that phrase, but it's hard to ignore that that's a good description for the Prodigy 2. Kind of across the country, east to west, you could own just a Prodigy 2 and be pretty darn happy. So that's it. Let us know if you have any questions about this Prodigy 2 from Faction. We will see you out there on the slopes.